hack at it. This is the site for you, MacMod.com.
Gets a pretty good range on it. You can almost cover this board entirely on your own tower.
Hey, this is Big O with more Macworld 2008 coverage, and I'm here with John of Freeverse Software, and they've got a new game out that I'm really excited about. So John, why don't you tell us a little bit about this game and your inspiration for making it?
Sure. This is a tower defense game, but designed to have more depth, more replay value, more substance to it than most of the tower defense games that you see online. Basically, the idea is orcs come out on one side and they want to get to the other, and you have to stop them. But instead of acting directly upon them, you build towers to do the fighting for you. There's a variety of different game modes to give you, more options and more replay value, more depth to it. But at the same time, it's a game that you can just pick up and start playing right away. You don't have to spend a ton of time learning it, but you're not going to get bored with it after 20 minutes or an hour either.
So what was your inspiration for making this game?
So there were a couple inspirations. One was Warcraft 3, which is a great game, but I just couldn't get too into it because if I didn't take the time to do a bunch of research and reading and studying basically in advance, there was no way I could compete with my friends, no way that I could interact with them and play with them. And so the single player game was kind of all I had, and there's really not that much to the single player game for Warcraft 3. The other inspiration is Desktop Tower Defense, which is a little flash game that takes the tower defense genre and kind of runs with it and does a very good job with it. But at the same time, there's just not that much to it. So I wanted to do something that had more substance, more variety to it. So for example, one of the variations we've added here that really adds some substantive difference and depth to the game is the Pachinko game mode, where the strategy is totally different. It's not about balancing how you spend your money, a few powerful towers versus a long winding maze. It's about having a broad defensive strategy because the orcs will zigzag randomly back and forth. It gives you a very different tactical problem to address. And I tried to put in nice enough graphics that people won't feel like it's cheesy or cheap, and that let me do some other interesting things like there's no health indicators on the bad guys. Instead, they just look bruised and battered. As they get more damaged, they look obviously damaged. So it's easier to keep track of that. There's fewer widgets on screen, less complexity to deal with.
So unlike Warcraft 3, if someone were to sit down for the very first time, how long do you think it would take them to figure out, to get to the point where they can have some fun with it before reading instructions and stuff?
It should be something that you can just sit down and play. There is one panel of instructions, very short blurb of text, and that's all you need to get going. So you don't have to know all the different elements just to get started with it. You can just get started with, you build towers.
So is there a demo version you can download?
Yes, at freeverse.com you can download a time-limited demo. Has all the features and gameplay in there, just 1 hour of gameplay.
And what's the price point?
It is $25, $20 today at Macworld. Fairly straightforward price point. Very casual game range.
Yeah, I agree. I've been a fan of Freeverse for a while now. You've got several games that I've been hooked on, so I highly recommend everybody check this out. You can get Hoardes of Orcs from freeverse.com. It's a 30-day trial, fully featured. It costs $25, or if you're at Macworld, you can pick it up for $20. For more Macworld coverage, head to MacMod.com.